Morning students, Saira. Welcome back to the another class of English grammar. And in this class we are going to start with a new topic of English grammar, that is reported speech. Now we know that report means when we inform people about something which has happened. That means we are telling something that has happened in past. But what is reported speech? Reported speech means the act of reporting the words of the speaker is called narration. There are basically two ways in which a speaker can convey the intended message or the idea of the listener. So, whenever we are telling what other has said to us, like for example, you have informed your friend that I'll not come to the school, and your friend now is informing me. But there are two ways of informing what third person has said, and that is what known as narration, when he is narrating what you have said. So that is known as reported speech. I once again repeat that when a person is narrating what other has said to him, that is known as narration or reported speech. As I have given you the example, that for example, if you are not coming to the school and you informed your friend to say that I am not coming to the school, and now he comes to the school and tell me that ma'am, he said I am not coming to school. Now there are two ways to report that. That means there are two ways to inform or give the message. One is direct speech and another one is indirect speech. Now, what is direct speech? The reporting of the word of the speaker without making any changes is known as direct speech. It is shown in quotation mark. It is the first person who speak. Now here, direct speech means whatever is said to you by your friend, you are giving that message to me directly in the same way what he has said. We will see the example, but let us know what is indirect speech. Now indirect speech means the act of reporting the words of a speaker by making necessary changes is called indirect speech. That means when we make changes, that is known as indirect. But whenever we are quoting the same word, what that person has told us to inform, then that is known as direct. But when we make changes, that is known as indirect. Now how changes can be made, let us see that also. In direct speech, while narrated something, changes are made in the original word of the first person. For example, tenses and pronouns are changed according to the reporting verb. Now for example, as you can see in the red box, a person says that he said I am playing. He said I am playing. So whenever you are quoting the exact word inside the quotation mark, these are known as quotation mark. So these are known as quotation mark. You know that. Double inverted comma. So if you are informing or you are reporting the same word what is said to you by your friend inside the quotation mark, then it is known as direct speech. It is known as direct speech. Remember, it's very easy to it is very easy to remember that if the words are being quoted inside the quotation mark, then it is known as direct speech. But when we make changes, for example, the next purple box you can see, he said that he was playing. He said that he was playing. Now there is a change, you can say, because in the first sentence we have informed the direct message, what is given to it, I am playing. But now we are making change. We are not quoting what he has actually said. We are saying that he said that he was playing. Now remember, in the first line you can see there is present tense, but when we change the sentence from direct to indirect, it becomes past tense. You can see was is used. Instead of using I, instead of using I, he is used. Now, let's see the second example. Second example says that she said, I am painting. Now, this is the example of direct speech. And when we make changes according to us, she said that she was painting. This is known as indirect speech. Now, I hope the basic difference is clear to you all. Now, you can easily understand through this comparison. There are two ways to report a speech. One is direct way and another one is indirect way. Direct speech means actual words are quoted. We don't make any changes according to us. Actual words are quoted, and these words are quoted in inverted commas or in the quotation marks. This is what direct speech is. And now, what is indirect speech? Indirect speech is actual words are transformed and they are not enclosed in inverted commas. This is the basic difference. This was the actual difference between both direct speech and indirect speech. Now let us see the example also. The example says that she said to me, comma, then inside inverted comma you will write I am playing. So I am playing is a reported speech. You are reporting that what she has informed you, what information she has given to you, that I am playing. So this is known as reported speech. See, I have marked here also that this is known as reported speech. Said to me. Said is the verb. That is why it is known as reported verb. Remember, when the said to is known as reported verb, and what is written in the inverted comma, that is known as reported speech. Now, if we see the example of indirect speech, the indirect speech says that she said to me that she was playing. Now, here we can see one difference, that here also she said to me is same. Here also she said to me is same. I am playing is converted into she was playing. We use pronoun in indirect speech. Instead of I, we use the pronoun according to the object, that what the object is a female or a male, and we will use according to that. Remember this. Now, what is the difference? The difference is that I can see that here. That means the reporting verb and the reported speech is joined together with the conjunction known as that. Remember, the reporting verb and the reported speech in indirect speech is joined together by using a conjunction. Let's see what are the basic rules of writing a direct speech. The first thing is that we write comma before the direct speech. So whatever we are reporting, before that we have to put a comma. Here you can see it easily that we have used comma here. That means it is basic rule. You should remember that while writing or while reporting a direct speech, use comma before reporting speech or direct speech. Then the second rule is that we write the exact word inside the inverted comma. So it is a rule that you have to write. It is a basic rule that we have to write the exact word inside the inverted commas. First is have to put comma before the direct speech. Second thing is that write the actual message that you are giving in an inverted comma. That is necessary. The first letter is a capital letter. The first letter should be the capital letter while you are informing. That is, here you can see L is capital. That means the first letter should be capital. Write a full stop before closing the inverted commas. So this is the perfect example to see that we have used comma, we have used inverted comma, we have written the first letter capital, and there is a full stop also. Now, this is a direct speech. He said, let's go to the cinema. This is a direct speech. Direct speech is when we report the exact word that somebody says to us. Basic rules of indirect speech. First, very important rule, no inverted comma. The comma separating the reporting verb from the direct speech is removed. So we know that there is no comma, no inverted comma in indirect speech. Indirect speech is introduced by some connectors. So before reporting something, that is, for example, in the last we have seen that, let's go to the cinema. Now before reporting this particular which is written in inverted comma, we use conjunction, as I have told you that reporting verb and reporting speech is connected by a conjunction connector that is known as that, if, whether, what, where, etc. So whatever the connectors are, we use that before reporting what exactly has said to us. The reporting verb change according to the sense conveyed by the speech. All kinds of sentence turn into statement. Now, sentence turned into statements. What is reporting clause? Now, you should remember these two things. That is, what is reporting clause and what is reporting verb. The word which generally come before the inverted comma are called reporting clause. So, whatever is said before, now here you can see that whatever is said before the inverted comma, that is your reporting clause. Sohan said to Mohan. This is reporting clause. This is a reporting clause. Sohan said to me. The words written before the double inverted comma, they are known as reporting clause. So Sohan said to Mohan is a reporting clause. She said to me is a reporting clause. So before inverted comma, this, remember this, before comma, whatever it is written, that is known as reporting clause. What is reporting verb? Said is the reporting verb. Said is known as reporting verb. Now the rules for changing direct speech to indirect speech. There are certain rules that we have to remember while we are changing the statements from direct to indirect. Now first rule is for changing the pronoun. As you have seen, when we write the sentence in direct speech, we says Mohan said, comma, double inverted comma start, I am playing. Now I am playing, this is exactly quoted by a person. Now but if we change into indirect, it changes. I becomes he. And remember, it always happen when we change direct to indirect. Pronoun always used. Pronoun is always used. Sorry. When the pronoun is reporting speech is in first person, it changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. Now Ram said to me, I am going. Here the first person changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. Ram said to me that he was going. That means if it is a what you said, if he is a male, female, if they are in plural in numbers, that depends upon the subject of the reporting verb. For now you can, for this you can use this chart, that if it is used in direct speech I, then in reported speech it will be he and she. If a person is using we in direct speech, then it will be used they there. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. This chart will help you to remember that how from direct to indirect we can change the pronoun in first person. Now what about the second person? If second person is used in the direct speech, then how we will change that? When the pronoun in reporting speech is in second person, it changes according to the object of the reporting speech. Now changes according to the object, that means again the same thing whatever we have learned in the first rule, that if it is a male, female or in plural in number, it will change according to that. You are unworthy. I said to Ram, you are unworthy. Now here I am changing it to indirect. I said to Ram that he was unworthy. You changes into he because he was a male. This is how you are going to change noun to pronoun. Now what if you are having a third person in the direct speech, and how will you change that? When the pronoun in reporting speech is in third person, it will remain unchanged in the reporting verb. Now, the condition in the third person is that it will not change while you change it into direct speech. For example, I said to him, Ram is a fool. I said to him that Ram was a fool. This is how you are going to change. Now you can see that third person, that means a name of a person is not changed here. Only for first and the second person pronoun will be used, and for third person no changes will be there. This table is for your help. You can go through it when I'll provide you the PDF. Read it thoroughly. Now it is for auxiliary verbs. If the auxiliary verbs are changing, we have learned models in the last. Now it happened that we have to change the tense while we change the sentence from direct to indirect. So will become would, shall will become should or would, may, might, can, could, do, does, did, is, MR, was or were, has or have, had. Now rules for changing some more words. Here becomes there, this become that, these become those. So whenever you are changing the sentence from direct to indirect, certain words changes, and these tables are for your help so that you can go through and know that if such words are used in the direct speech, then how you will change it into indirect speech. So for today this is all. We are going to continue in the next video. I hope that you will go through these tables and try to do certain examples on your own. So students, for this class this much only. Thank you.